Awesome.
Like,
Welcome, everyone, to the Newton Planning Board meeting, public meeting, April 28th, 2006. 26, not 6. Let's start with saluting the flag, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And the Bruins and Celtics are going to be saluting the flag right about now.
That's right. We're celebrating as a...
thank God for DVRs. Okay.
Start with the public hearing, the Dubay group. They applied for subdivision on 21 Chase Road, adding 2 new lots, map 11, block 10, lot 2. Start, sure.
Before we begin, I would like to apologize for the last meeting for lack of having a quorum. Just for the record, that's the first time that's happened in quite a few years, because I've been sitting on this board for 6 years, so, but we do apologize.
No, thank you for that. We were able to still have at least a little bit of a productive conversation with the members that were here and with staff that was here, so it was still helpful. But so just to bring everyone up to speed, my name is Doug McGuire. I'm with the Dubay Group, representing the owners of the property, Troy Young and Tammy Varani. And so this discussion is regarding, as you mentioned, 21 Chase Road. It is currently a 12.69 acre lot and had an existing single-family home on it. And we went to the Zoning Board of Adjustment and obtained a variance to allow for a reduction in frontage. The main rationale behind it was obviously having 12.69 acres of land, certainly have an opportunity to have some additional lots. They really didn't want to take the approach of putting in like a new subdivision roadway. It's not really how they envisioned their property being used. And so they wanted to still be able to have some use of it, and at 12.69 acres, you could easily get some additional lots. We were just a little short on the frontage. So we ended up proposing a conforming 1.8 acre lot with the appropriate frontage, and then 2 oversized lots of 6.5 acres and 4.5 acres on the property. So this is the location of where the existing home was. So that was created as its own lot, and then the remaining land was subdivided into 2 larger lots that will allow for some good, I don't want to say an estate lot, but certainly an oversized lot, 2 new proposed lots. So we put together all of your requirements. The lots easily exceeded all of the additional requirements regarding lot size and all the other minimums, buildable area, but just not that frontage. But we did go to the Zoning Board of Adjustment and were granted that relief. So I guess with that, I'll turn it back to the board and happy to answer any questions that you have on the application.
And Costas, I also have a couple of comments.
Sure.
Ready? Oh, ready now?
Right, why not?
Okay. Okay, so I do think that the application is complete. I expressed that when the applicants were here 2 weeks ago. They do meet all of the requirements with the variance that has been granted. So my only real comments on this application, I think it's ready for jurisdiction, would be some conditions of approval if we get to that point, which would be our very standard ones of state and local permitting as necessary, portable Mylar with all professional stamps, set bounds, and supplying the new deeds to the town assessor. So, and I can repeat those if we get to that point in the meeting, but those were my only comments on this application. It's pretty straightforward.
Perfect.
So with that being said, I'm going to make a motion that we accept jurisdiction based on the fact that it is a complete package for us.
I'll second that motion.
Does anybody have,
Yeah, we can do,
do we need a
we
roll
can
call?
just do it here.
No,
No, we
because
don't.
everybody's here.
Everybody's here. Any
So
questions?
you need to,
We just need a vote.
yeah, you just need a vote.
That's all.
You have to,
All in favor, yeah. Call names or all in favor, whatever.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
need to bring him up to be able to vote.
That's right, too, yeah. I'm
You
in
can
for,
put him in place of Stan.
In place of Stan.
Stan's not here yet.
Gotcha. So we are going to bring up
Keith Gibbons.
Mr. Gibbons to be able to vote in
In place
of, who's he in place of?
Stanley
Oops.
Duncan.
Duncan.
In
There you
place
go.
of Stanley Duncan.
Okay.
So he's all set with that?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, does anybody have any questions or comments or?
Now's the time to ask you questions.
No, obviously the frontage variant,
No, it's very,
frontage variance is the big one, and
Right.
he took care of that.
very complete. Yeah, I don't see anything that's making me nervous at all, so.
You will still have to open it up to any public comment.
Oh, sure.
In the audience.
Okay. Is there any public comment?
I don't see anybody in the audience, and there's nobody on.
So
Have her repeat
With
the
all-
conditions of approval. Jen, can you repeat the conditions so we can put together a good motion for this?
So my suggestion is that conditions of approval be obtain all necessary state and local permits. Number 2, submit a recordable Mylar with all professional stamps and signatures. Number 3, set all bounds. And number 4, supply new deeds to the town assessor.
So with that being said, I'm gonna make a motion to grant approval based upon those conditions that Jen just mentioned.
I'll second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So quick and painless. Congratulations and good luck.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Should make a decision on regarding this application. It'll take just a second. But because we did have to re-notify this application, I would recommend that the board make a formal decision as to whether the board was going to take care of the cost associated with the re-notification, or if you're gonna have that fall on the applicant. Typically, the board has, when we've had the issue of a lack of a quorum, done the re-notification at the town's expense, not the applicant's. But just to make sure that that is clear one way or the other for the applicant, because they have to pay all the fees before their application can be finalized, or I'm sorry, before the whole application can get final approval, so.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that, and I totally forgot all about that, Jen. So I'm gonna make a motion that the board pay for the second
Town.
issuing of the abutter notices.
I'll second that motion.
Okay.
People having to pay for it.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
So that would be unanimous. And don't forget to please make sure a copy of that Mylar gets turned in to Town Hall when it's all stamped and ready.
Just coordinate that with Bill or?
Yep,
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming back.
thank you very much. Just in time to go catch those games.
Yeah. Dropping the puck.
I sit on the planning board for Londonderry, and our meetings until like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Londonderry, you got a lot going on there.
Take
Yeah.
care, have a good night.
Next, we have,
Help you with the notice of decision on that application in the next few days.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jen.
thanks. Okay, next we have the Circuit Rider Planner Report.
I have very little to report. The only thing I wanted to comment on is you guys do have an application that we think will be submitted by April 30th for your May 26th meeting. I think I got that date right. So your second May meeting. It is potentially a complex one, so I would just, if that application comes in the next couple of days, be prepared for that May 26th meeting to potentially be lengthier than we've had of recent.
Excellent.
So Bill, if you get all that information, let's make sure we can get that out to the board so everybody has some time to be able to digest.
Well, I sent the information, I think you requested before the last meeting, that I sent it out electronically, so all of that information was sent. I will, if you want, I will make paper copies again and make them available.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, from what I'm understanding, there's nothing on is that the 12th of May?
Yeah, as of this point, there's no applications for the May 12th meeting. So if you wanted to, this evening, you could make the decision to cancel that meeting. I don't have anything that I think necessitates you meeting, so unless there's something with the board, there's no applications.
Which is probably all right.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to be here anyway. I'm gonna say that.
So I'll make a motion that we can cancel that meeting.
I second that.
The meeting on,
Make sure it's the
Let's
right
go
day.
for-
It's May 12th, yeah.
May
on
12th,
May
yeah.
12th.
May 12th.
Right.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Cancel that.
Okay.
So you're all set, Jen, with the report for right now?
Just one very last thing, given the lack of a quorum at the last meeting, I'm just saying this for kind of our new members and newer members. Even though many of you were not at the meeting 2 weeks ago, you can still vote on the minutes if you think that they are accurate.
Right.
Right.
So you don't have to be at a meeting to be able to vote on the minutes.
Okay. Plus, the video was available too in an email along with being there, so.
So with that said,
I'll make a motion, let's do this one first. I'll make a motion to accept the minutes dating March 24th, 2026.
I'll second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And then I will make a motion to accept the minutes dated April 14th, 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Before we end up, I have a question for Jen. Sure. Jen, how can I get a copy of the land use book, the newest one, since we didn't have them ordered?
We may have a couple of extra ones floating around the RPC office, so let me see.
Okay. Thank you.
There were two that were provided to Newton that, Bill has one copy and they have one copy with the ZBA. That actually reminds me of one other quick comment. Bill and I are working on getting the 2026 zoning ordinances, the changes voted on in March, up on the website, but those were the three changes of the ADUs, the adding multifamily to the commercial district, and then the citizens petition about second driveways for agriculture. So your zoning book is not currently correct up online, but those three provisions have been updated.
Thank you.
But Barbara, I'll get you that book.
Okay, great.
Do we have any other business? The only thing the transportation, the Rockingham Transportation Committee, it's been slow. They canceled the last, actually, I wasn't able to go to where are we? I wasn't able to go to the March meeting. The April meeting, which is in a couple days, got canceled.
Oh, okay.
So it's, same thing. Jen, I don't know, have you heard anything on funding for these
There's still some potential in the legislature of some funding, either gas tax doesn't seem like that is going to be viable because of the $400 million hole we have in our transportation funding needs in the state. To potentials were the gas tax, and that doesn't seem like that will get increased this year. The other option is toll credits. That still seems like it might be slightly viable, but we'll find out in the next couple of months as the legislative session wraps up.
Do we need,
But that's part of the reason why
address
it's
that
left
tonight?
the Transportation Advisory Committee is because there is simply no money to put anything to advise on transportation.
There's
meets.
like $25-30 million worth of projects, and that's just in our
Just
county.
in the state, there's $400 million worth of projects that are already on the state transportation list for the next 10 years, and there is no money.
Oh,
for
the
that.
10-year, wow.
Yeah, so we're not allowed to add anything new, and there's a $400 million hole from the existing projects,
And the last
let alone
meeting that,
adding anything new.
the last meeting that I was at, that gas tax, a nickel a gallon would give them, I couldn't believe it when they said that, would give them the $400 million that they want.
Guess it all adds up, right?
They don't want to do it.
Well,
Yeah, at
because
this
they,
point, no Newton projects have been postponed.
Right.
But you don't have any projects on the list to begin
I,
with.
well, I was just gonna say, did I see an announcement coming through the Newton page or the notification about the bridge? You mentioned the bridge on one of those roads.
down
They
off
would,
the pond,
they were starting some, right?
That was still, yeah, what road is that on?
pond and,
Yeah.
Those funds were already, that was already,
out.
yes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Those funds,
Yeah,
they
so-
didn't take it away.
Yep.
yeah, once they
Okay.
grant it, they don't take it away.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now we're just going through the process and,
Right.
I'm
The other,
doing all
like,
that.
like the intersections down at New Boston Road and the other one up over here, that's pretty bad. They're on their radar, but they're like, 20,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
2050
They're
or
years and years out,
2045
yeah.
and 2050.
Yep.
so, Jen, I know the Energy North Incorporated that came here last week, 2 weeks ago. They were just looking for some input information.
Yep, they came in for a design review for a propane fuel distribution facility.
Right.
Sort of off of Industrial Way, effectively. They are proposing to put in a new full application for the May 26th meeting. That's why I say that, you know, you may be getting a substantial application package in the next couple of days. But what they brought on the last meeting was the general overview of the design review. There were definitely concerns from some of the abutters, but
Yep.
the general use of the propane distribution is something that's allowed in your groundwater district. That was one of the big discussion points. I mean, there's a few other things that were of concern to folks that they brought up. I know you all probably watched the video, or if you didn't, it'd be good for you to get some input, but that's what they were here for at the last meeting.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of the abutters are from Kingston because of where it's located too.
Yeah, on the
So,
back side of
yeah.
it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there was a lot of interest from folks from Plastow.
Oh, did I say Kingston? I meant Plastow. Yeah, that's actually what I meant. Yeah.
Last, we didn't receive, Sergeant Woods didn't receive any abutters notices, so it must be far enough away from us, so.
Yeah, it's the other
That
side, I
is in
think.
part because of the subdivision that happened a couple of applications ago, but
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure, when you said the next application was gonna be complicated, I had a feeling
I had a
that's what
feeling
it was.
that was
I
it.
just wanted to,
they have indicated they're trying to apply for the April 30th deadline. Whether they make it or not, I'm not sure, but they had indicated they were gonna try.
all right.
If you haven't checked out the meeting, check it out, just because more on the abutters and their concerns about mostly groundwater, I think, and a few lighting issues that they were concerned about.
Yep, and we'll make sure that there are a few questions about abutter notifications. We'll make sure that the correct abutters get notified, because it was brought up at the design review, so there's a couple of questions. Yeah.
Jen, when you say the April 30th deadline, that's to get into that May 27th, right?
Yeah.
And if something happens and they don't, we still have to meet,
Yes,
Because we need
because we have
one
to
a
meet
month.
once a month?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
by law.
And
Yep.
at that point, we'll have an idea of a few other things that are sort of going on that we should discuss as a group.
Sure.
So,
Perfect.
And just on behalf of the board, you said you're on vacation. We would like to thank you for making yourself available for this evening.
no problem.
Thank
The
you.
Zoom helps.
And Jen and Bill, thank you for saving me last week, or 2 weeks ago.
With all that said, What time we got? At
Motion to
seven.
adjourn.
Motion to
7:20,
adjourn
yeah.
at 7:20.
Yep.
Have a good night, all.
Thanks, Jen, you too.
I will not be here for the 26th. I'm having